Thank you. Thank you.
YouTube, right?
Yeah, that works. You're the best. Thank you. Hi.
Hi, Sarah.
Sorry I'm a little late.
It's okay. It's okay. No problem.
Okay. Thank you. How are you? Just trying to figure out where to put the phone. Yeah, I was just trying to decide what direction to face in, really, more than anything. Okay. All right, we're gonna start lying down. So you can come onto your back. And bring your feet towards either side of your mat. So you've got a bit wider than a hip's width distance between your feet. Legs straight, feet on either side of your mat. Yeah, but really, you could even come off the edges of your mat, but at least come to the edges. And just let your hands rest down by either side of your body. Allowing yourself to be held and supported by the floor for a couple of moments. Try to release tension. Starting to focus in on your breath. All right, take your arms out wide from your shoulders. You're making a T. Backs of your hands on the floor, palms open to the ceiling. So your thumbs are going to point towards the top of your mat, pinkies towards the bottom of your mat. And then really slowly, flip your palms the other way, leave palms up. Yeah, good. Nice and slow, keeping your hands either on the ground or close to the ground. And just start to move your hands up overhead like the slowest snow angel ever. Just taking your time, moving through all of the little parts of that rotation into your shoulders. It's a good opportunity to become aware of the difference between your right and left side in your shoulders. If you need to lift your hands off of the floor to get them all the way up there, that's totally fine. And then once your hands are above your shoulders, you can pause. You don't really need to reach through your fingers, just kind of gently, passively letting some space stretch into the front of your body. Awesome. Keep your left foot where it is on the left side of your mat. And cross your right ankle on top of it. So both feet are over towards the left side of your space. And you've got ankle over ankle. Good. You're going to grab onto your right wrist with your left hand. Take a breath in. And exhale, pull your right hand over towards the left side of your space. You could even scoot your shoulders a little bit to the left and then reach and pull a bit further, so you're getting a big stretch down the whole right side of your body. Filling that space that you've opened up with your breath. I need an extra number. Sorry.
11, 16, 19.
Excuse me. Okay. Straighten out your spine. Release your hands back to that shoulder width. Keep your right hip connected to your mat, but bring your right knee up into your left hand and try to pull your right knee diagonally across towards your left shoulder. So your right hip is not leaving the floor. We're not coming to a twist. We are going to a twist next. But for now, just try and bring your knee diagonally across your body without that right side of your low back lifting. Getting a stretch down the outside of your hip. Good, you can move your right hand down so it's in line with your shoulder again. Take another deep breath and exhale. Now your right hip can leave the floor. Cross your right knee over towards the left side of your space. Maybe your gaze turns over your right shoulder. Keeping your left hand on your right knee, press your right heel over towards the left side of your space. Your leg doesn't have to straighten all the way, but it could. And if you have some extra room to move your left hand further down your right leg, you can do that if it feels good. Good, bring your right hip back down to your mat. Keep your legs straight. You need to adjust where your hand is connected. That's totally fine. Use your left hand to move your right leg around a little bit. Just see how you can change where you're feeling the stretch. Good, coming through center. If you want to bring your right hand up as well, you can. Drawing your leg in a little bit closer. If you want to lift your upper body to meet your lower body, you can. Okay, slowly release your right leg down, release your head and shoulders down. Bringing both feet again towards either side of your mat. And just allowing yourself to settle in for a couple of breaths. Taking notice if you can feel the difference between your right leg and your left, the right side of your ribs and the left. Good. Take your hands out from your shoulders again, palms up. Keeping your hands connected to the floor, as close to the floor as you can. Slowly move your hands up. Taking your time until your hands can come up above your shoulders. Resting when you get there. Cross your left ankle over your right. Grab onto your left wrist with your right hand. So grabbing the back of your left hand. Take a breath. And exhale, pull your left hand over towards the right side of your space. If you want to get in deeper, scoot your shoulders to the right and then pull your hand again. Breathing into this new open space down the left side of your body. Pulling with your right hand, reaching with your left. Okay, straighten out your spine. Moving your shoulders and head back in alignment with your hips. Release your hands back to that shoulder width distance. Keep your left hip grounded. Bring your left knee into your right hand. Draw your left knee diagonally across your body towards your right shoulder. Slide your left hand back down in line with your left shoulder. Breathe in and exhale. Take your twist. Left hip lifts off of the floor. Left knee crosses to the right side of your space. Maybe your gaze turns over your left shoulder. If that feels good, on your neck. keep your right hand on your left knee, press your left heel over towards your right side. Maybe your right hand moves a little further down your left leg. Keep your left leg straight. Bring your left hip back down to the floor. Adjust your right hand as needed. Take a few breaths to move your left leg around, maybe taking it side to side, in and out, a little circle, whatever feels good, just easing your way into that hamstring stretch. And then as you're ready, maybe your left hand comes up, drawing your leg a little closer. Maybe lifting your chest, your head, bringing yourself a little closer to your leg. Awesome. Slowly release your head, your shoulders, your leg back down to your mat. Taking just a couple last moments here with the support of the floor, allowing the effects of that side to settle in before we move forward. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Rock your hips out if that feels good. And however you'd like to get there, you can make your way up to your seat. And then shift forward to your hands and knees, setting up in a table. Shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. You can move front to back, starting to warm up your wrists. If you want to turn your fingers out away from each other and shift side to side, you can. And maybe fingers face into your knees, wrists open to the front of your mat. You might just stay still here. You might take some circles with your shoulders. Continuing to move those deep breaths through your nose. All right, roll each of your wrists out a couple of times. Take your hands back to their starting position. And with your next breath in, curve your chest forward, lift your tailbone, lift your chin. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, dome your back, tuck your chin. Inhale, open up, cow pose. Exhale, round your back into your cat. Take a couple more with your own breath. If there's any other movements that you'd like to add in here, feel free. Circling your ribs, rolling out your neck, taking your hips front to back, whatever you'd like. Give yourself a little freedom to explore. Finishing up where you'll feel even and balanced on both sides of your body, and then you can tuck your toes under and make your way to your downward dog. Take a couple of breaths here to move around, easing your way in, walk out your legs, swivel your heels, sway your hips, shake out your head, pulse through your chest, whatever you need. Awesome. Slowly walk your feet all the way up to the front of your mat. Bringing your feet hip-width distance when you get there. With your next breath in, roll your shoulders back, reach your heart forward. And exhale, bend your knees, let your hips drop, let your torso round over your thighs. Inhale, extend your legs, your spine, look forward. Exhale, bend your knees, let your upper body melt down. One more time, breathe in to lengthen. Breathe out, release. Bend your knees, sink your hips a little bit lower. Slowly roll yourself up to stand, head and shoulders hang heavy until you come all the way up. When your chin lifts, roll your shoulders back, palms face forward. Beautiful. Inhale, reach your arms up, look up. Exhale, soften into your knees and let your torso melt down. Inhale, shoulders back, heart forward. Oh, I'm sorry, I put your phone on Do Not Disturb, but I guess it didn't work. That's okay. Oh my gosh, it's okay. We're just all living our lives here. It's okay. I was 10 minutes late to my own class. Your phone rang. It doesn't matter. We're good. Okay, we're gonna step our right foot to the back. Don't worry, Terry. And untuck your toes after you lower your knee down. Keep your right hand underneath your right shoulder and take a big twist up to your left, turning your ribs towards your bent knee. So you guys in here with me are gonna turn towards the mirrors. You can switch your hands out, Lee, and turn towards me. Yeah. Good, and try to press the back of your left hand towards the space that you just turned away from. Good, take a little weight out of your bottom hand. Maybe come up onto your fingertips. Take a big breath in. Exhale, sweep your left hand down past your left hip, turning your chest forward and lift up, reaching your fingers up above your shoulders. Pay attention to the space that you have between your hip bones and your rib cage. Without lengthening that space, see if you can press your thumbs back a little bit. Good, flip your right palm to look up to the ceiling, grab your right wrist, breathe in, and exhale, pull your right hand to the left towards the mirrors if you're in here with me. Good, reaching for the mirror side of the room. Try to keep your shoulders stacked over your hips. Good, you could take your left hand to your left hip or left fingers towards the floor, maybe reaching over a little bit more. Try to avoid coming forward like this though, so you want to stay upright. So if that means your hand doesn't come to the floor, so be it. Don't put your hand on the floor. So lean your whole upper body back up over your waist. Yeah, and you could do your left hand on your hip, baby. Yeah. Good, upright your spine, reach both hands up, and exhale, hands come down to the front right corner of your mat. Rotate on your right knee to move your right foot to the left side of your space. Try to keep that left foot flat on the floor. You might move your foot forward a little bit, that will help. Good. Okay, sink into your hips, roll your shoulders back and lift up through your chest. Take a breath in. Exhale, hips come back any amount, left leg straightens any amount. 2 more times. Inhale, lunge forward, sink into your hips, lift your heart. Exhale, hips back. Stretching everything out long. One more time, breathe in, lunge forward. Exhale, hips come back. I like to flex my front foot here, but it's probably a personal preference thing. So whatever feels better for you. Maybe you walk your hands a little bit further forward. You've got room for that. And then try to pull your ribs away from your hands and drop down into your chest a little bit so you get that extra stretch down your right side body, into your left inner thigh. Good. Turn your left toes to face your hands. And you can just come down onto your right forearm and then let your right shoulder sink to the floor or towards the floor and open up into a twist. Reach your left hand up to the ceiling. Maybe wrap your left arm behind your back for a bind. Try to roll your left shoulder back away from the front of your mat. So your left shoulder and left rib cage are stacking up on top of your right. Good, unwrap your left arm. Reach your left hand over towards the right side of your mat. Unwrap your right arm, reach it over as well, and just let your chest sink down for a couple breaths. Tenting your right fingers will give you a deeper stretch into your shoulders. Good, use your core, inhale, roll yourself up. Upper body comes over your hips. Left toes turn forward, cartwheel your hands down to frame your left foot. Bring your right foot to the back of your mat. Tuck your toes under and lift your knee off of the floor. Look forward as you breathe in. Exhale, step back, downward dog. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. Exhale, softly lower your knees to the floor. So you're in a tabletop, but it's like a long tabletop. So your hips are not stacked over your knees, they're in front. Inhale, cow pose, lift your tailbone, your chest, your chin. Shift your chest forward even more and exhale, lower your chest and chin down. So you've got knees, chest, and chin down. Your tailbone is popped way up into the air like you're an inchworm. Untuck your toes. Keep your knees where they are. Keep your hands where they are. Roll the front of your body forward, coming all the way down. Elbows are stacked over your wrists. Squeezing your shoulder blades together. Roll your shoulders back. Slowly peel yourself up off of the floor, coming to your cobra. Take a big breath in. Exhale, take a twist to your right. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale, chest forward, shoulders back. Exhale, twist to your left. Breathe in, chest forward, look forward. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward dog. Take some small, soft, light steps, bringing your feet up to the front of your mat. Feet come hips width distance when you get there. Roll your shoulders back, reach your chest forward, breathe in. Exhale, bend your knees, drape your torso over your thighs. Bend your knees more, drop your hips a little lower, slowly roll yourself up to stand. When your chin lifts, roll your shoulders back, face your palms forward. Breathe in, reach your arms up, look up. Exhale, soften into your knees, let your upper body melt down. Inhale, extend your legs and your chest. Exhale, step your left foot to the back of your mat. Lower your knee down. Untuck your toes. Bring your left hand underneath your left shoulder and twist towards your front leg, reaching your right hand up. Keep sinking into your hips. Try to keep your right knee over your ankle and press the back of your right hand towards the left side of the room. Good. Take a little weight out of your left hand. Maybe come to your fingertips. Breathe in. Exhale. Right hand sweeps past your right hip. Square your chest forward. Lift up. Low lunge. Without lengthening that space between hips and ribs anymore, see if you can press your thumbs back. Flip your left hand to have your palm facing up. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Take a breath in. Pull your left hand over towards the right side of the room. Try to keep shoulders over your hips. Without changing the angle of your upper body, you could take your right hand to your hip. Maybe lean a little bit more. You could take your right fingers down. Kind of engaging into the right side of your body so you can lengthen the left. Good. Use your core. Inhale, upright your spine, arms come up. Exhale, both hands to the front left side of your mat. Spin on your left knee to move your left foot over towards the right side of your space. Maybe come up onto your fingers, try and sink into your hips, lift up through your chest, breathe in. Exhale, hips come back any amount, stretching out your right leg. 2 more times, inhale, take it forward, drop your hips, lift your chest. Exhale, stretching back. Awesome, 1 more time, breathe in, move forward. Breathe out as you move back. Flex your right foot if that feels good. Hands could walk a little bit further forward. Try to pull your ribs away from your hands. Maybe let your head hang down. Good, turn your right toes to face your hands. You're gonna just lower it all the way down onto your left side. Start turning your chest towards the ceiling. Reach your right hand up. Keep reaching it or wrap it around your back for a bind. Trying to move your right shoulder towards the back of your mat.
Jaya Jaya Shri Sudarshana, Jaya Jaya Shri Sudarshana.
Slowly unwind your right arm. Start reaching your right hand towards the left side of your mat. Unwrap your left arm, walking your hands over to the left, letting your chest sink down, opening into your shoulders. Maybe tenting your fingers if you want a little extra space to drop down through. Good. Use your core for support. Roll yourself up. Breathing in at the top. Exhale, right toes turn forward, bend your knee. Cartwheel your hands down, frame your right foot, left foot moves behind you. Tuck your toes, lift your knee. Look forward on your inhale, downward dog on your exhale. Breathe in, roll forward, shoulders over your wrists. Keep your shoulders where they are. Exhale, knees down. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, lean out through your chest. Bring your chest and chin down. Knees, chest, and chin are on the floor. Untuck your toes. So you're going to keep your knees and hands where they are. I'm going to kind of break it down a little bit. It's like a wave. So lift your chest, and you're going to roll forward so you can bring your thighs down, your hip bones, your belly, your ribs, your chest, your chin. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Use that, the strength of your core and your glutes, to peel your upper body up to your cobra. Take a big breath in at the top. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, chest forward, shoulders back. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, chest forward. Tuck your toes, lift up, downward dog. Inhale, lift your heels high, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or float to the front of your space, bringing your feet hips width when you get there. Shoulders back, heart forward, breathe in. Exhale, fold, maybe this time over straighter or straight legs. Reach your arms out wide, straight spine, rise all the way up, breathe in. Exhale, open your arms, let your chest lead you forward as you come down. Inhale, lengthen out through your chest. Exhale, step your right foot to the back of your mat, keep your knee lifted. Bring your right hand underneath your right shoulder, open up, twist to your left. Option to come to the outer edges of your feet, turn your toes left, heels right, switch your hands out, Lee. Yeah, no, you're good. Good, turn your toes forward if they're not. Take a breath in, start taking weight out of your right hand. Exhale, your left arm sweeps by your hip. Turn your chest forward, lift up, high crescent lunge. Press your left knee forward, stretch your right heel back. Pay attention to the space between hips and ribs. Press your thumbs back. Good, take a big breath in. Exhale, use your core, twist towards your left. Open up your arms. Flip your right hand and inhale, lean back. And then exhale, twist in a little deeper. Maybe wrap your left hand around towards your right hip. Maybe not, looking over your left shoulder. The more you can reach back through your right hand, the deeper you're going to open into that right hip flexor. Good, inhale, turn your chest forward, hands lift up. Exhale, warrior two, spin your right heel down. Open up your arms, let your shoulders relax. Pull your rib cage in a little bit, tuck your tailbone under. Nice, flip your left hand, keep your lower body where it is. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, both hands down to the front right corner. Sink into your hips, shoulders roll back, lift up through your chest, breathe in. Exhale, straighten your left leg, any amount. This might be your spot. You can also lift your right heel up, spin on the ball of your foot to turn your heel in, toes out, and then bend into your back knee, giving yourself room to sink a little bit deeper into your stretch, pulling your ribs away from your hands. Awesome, all 10 toes turn to the right side of your mat, parallel your feet. Try to reach out through your chest. So you're still like closer to your left leg than your right, but try and extend your spine so you're coming more out from your hips. Right hand comes down flat, left hand reaches up. Option to wrap your left arm around for that bind. Try to roll your left shoulder back, lay your upper body back like you're pressing the back of your head towards the wall behind you. Nice. Unwrap your left arm, reach it up, breathe in. Exhale, cross your left hand over your right. Turn both heels in. Keeping your arms where they are, drop into your hips. Maybe shift a little bit side to side. Just feeling how you can get those stretches into your hips, into the sides of your ribs with your arms crossed. And then toes forward, legs straight. And you can fold into whatever kind of a straddle that you'd like. Let your head and shoulders hang down. Try and lift up through your hips. Feel a little weight shift into the fronts of your feet. Just testing your balance. Good. Bend your knees, drop your hips, roll yourself all the way up. You can reach your arms up at the top, breathe in. Turn all 10 toes to the front of your mat, cartwheel your hands down to frame your left foot. Look forward as you inhale, down dog, exhale. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, lower down, however you'd like. Knees, chest, chin, chaturanga. Knees down, chaturanga, whatever you need. Inhale, lift your chest, push the floor away. Exhale, twist, look over your right side. Inhale, shoulders back, chest forward. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, come through the front. Exhale, downward dog. Heels lift, bend your knees, look forward, inhale. Exhale, travel forward however you want to get there. Nice. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold in half. Arms wide, rise all the way up, big breath in. Exhale, open your arms, let your heart lead you forward, fold. Inhale, extend your chest, create that space. Exhale, step your left foot to the back of your mat. Left hand underneath your left shoulder, right hand above, twist towards your front leg. If it feels good, maybe turn your toes, right heels left, coming to the outer edges of your feet. Toes forward if they're not. Start taking weight out of your left hand, breathe in. Exhale, right arm sweeps past your right hip, lift up. High crescent lunge, press your right knee forward, stretch your left heel back, try and lift up through the back of your left knee. Without back bending, can you press your thumbs back? Good, inhale here. Exhale, use your core, rotate your ribs to the right, open up your arms. Flip your left palm, inhale, reverse. And exhale, settle in, roll your right shoulder back, maybe wrap your right hand behind your left leg, or right hand to your left, to your right hip. Try and reach your fingers towards the back of the room. Awesome, you guys, chest forward, arms up, breathe in. Try to keep your right leg still. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Left heel slings down, right arm forward. Maybe drop into your hips a little deeper. Nice. Flip your front hand, keep your lower body still. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, hands come down to that front left corner. Sinking into your hips, shoulders back, lift your heart, breathe in. Exhale, right leg straightens any amount. Hang out like that, or lift your left heel. Spin on the ball of your foot to turn your left heel in, toes out, and then bend back into your left knee. Any amount. Pulling your ribs away from your hands.
चलेति मनोरथ प्रधावन् विहन्येतरताङ्गधुर्यभुक्तः
Turn all 10 of your toes to the left side of your mat, parallel your feet. Before you lift your right arm, try to roll your shoulders back and extend out through your chest. Create as much length as you can from your tailbone through the crown of your head. Plant your left hand open up and twist. Reach your right hand up and over. Trying to roll your right shoulder back. Wrap your arm for that bind if you'd like. And then lay your whole chest back, whole upper body back. Press the back of your head towards the space behind you. Beautiful. Good. Slowly unwrap your right hand if it's bound. Breathe in. Exhale, cross your right hand over your left. Arms are crossed. Turn your heels in, toes out, and drop a little bit into your hips, or drop a lot into your hips for that matter. Maybe shifting around a little bit will feel good. Just kind of exploring the different areas that you're able to move a stretch into. Good. Turn your toes forward again. Straighten into your legs. Breathe in to lengthen your spine and exhale to release into your straddle. Maybe this time trying out a different thing with your hands. You could walk your arms through your legs. You could grab your ankles. You could interlace your fingers behind your back. You could do any other variation that you like, whatever works for you. Good. If your hands are not underneath your chest, you can release them there now. Bend your knees, let your hips drop. Roll yourself up to stand. Reach up through your hands when you get there. Take a big breath in. Exhale, all 10 toes turn to the front of your mat. Cartwheel your hands down, frame your right foot. Spin to the ball of your left. Breathe in, look forward, breathe out, downward dog. Inhale, roll forward, shoulders over your wrists. Exhale, lower down however you'd like, elbows in. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, forward. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, heels lift, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, travel forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Arms wide, rise up, big breath in. Exhale, take your hands to your heart, your right knee to your chest. Flex your right foot. Slowly start hinging out from your left hip so your chest and shoulders can come forward. Pressing your right heel back into your warrior three. Trying to keep your hips as square as you can. Turn your right toes to the floor. Right inner thigh towards the ceiling. One more breath in. Bend your left knee, step your right foot back. Lower your right knee down. Untuck your toes. Good, roll your shoulders back. Lift up through your chest, reach your hands high. Take a breath in. This time twist away from your front leg, turn to your right. You can slide your right hand down the back of your right leg, reach your left hand to the back of the room. This might be your spot. You can also see how it feels to straighten into your front leg, giving you a little extra room to move your right hand further down your right leg, maybe even to your heel. You might keep it like a side stretch. You might start drawing your left hip back, pressing your right hip forward and pulling your left shoulder and ribs down so you can open more to the front of your body. You could even lay your head back.
Jaya Jaya Shri Sudarshana, Jaya Jaya Shri Sudarshana.
Good. With control, upright your spine, bend your left knee as much as you need to come up. Take your hands over next to your right knee. Coming to the right side of your mat. We're going to spin on our right knee like we did before, but this time you're going to bring your foot all the way underneath your body. So you can come down to sit behind it. So you're going to have your left foot at the front of your mat, your right sit bone a little bit behind your left, so your chest faces towards the right. Awesome. Roll your shoulders back, lift your chest up. If it feels good to rock around in your hips a little bit here, you can. Just opening a bit more. Good. Turn towards your bent leg. You can cross your right hand to your, left hand to your right knee. Try to roll your right shoulder back so you're really turning towards the space behind you. Reach your right hand up. Take a breath in. Try to keep that twist towards your right as you lower your left arm down and reach your right arm up and over towards the front of the room. Nice. Good, one more big breath in. Exhale, turn your chest towards the floor and walk your hands forward. So you're kind of aiming your ribs and your shoulders to the space that's halfway in between your knees. Find a compromise between extending your chest out as much as you can and keeping your left hip connected to the floor. Slowly walk yourself back in. And grab onto your right leg and just take it with you as you turn towards the front of your mat. So you're going to lift your right sit bone up, shift it forward a couple of inches so your hips are square to the front of your space. Crossing your right ankle over your left knee. Bring your left heel over towards your right hip. This might be a good place to stay. If you would like a deeper stretch, you can bring your right foot over towards your left hip, stacking up your knees or bringing them towards a stack. Roll your shoulders back, lift up through your chest, breathe in, and exhale, extend forward any amount. That might mean like shifting your chest forward an inch. It could mean letting the weight of your upper body press onto your right thigh, or maybe somewhere in between those two. Just find something that feels good, and then let yourself settle in.
Satavata Brahmanandita Pratita Vidvatsakakshita Bhajata Girpunyalakshita Jaya Jaya Shri Sudarshana Jaya Jaya Shri Sudarshana.
Slowly lift back up. Shift your weight behind your sit bones into your glutes. You can unwrap your legs enough that you can take your hands forward and step back to your downward dog.
Jaya Jaya Shri Sudarshana.
Next breath in, lift your heels up, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, travel to the front of your space. Inhale, shoulders back, chest forward. Exhale, fold. Arms wide, rise up, breathe in. Exhale, hands to your heart, left knee to your chest. Flex your left foot, start hinging from your right hip, upper body forward. Left leg presses back, squeezing into your glutes, press back through your heel like you're trying to step onto the wall, trying to straighten out your leg. Nice. One more breath in. Exhale, bend your knees, step your left foot back. Lower your left knee down and untuck your toes. Reaching your hands up. Breathe in. Exhale, open up to your left, away from your front leg. Slide your left hand down the back of your left leg. Reach your right arm to the back of the room. Option 2, straighten out your right leg. Maybe your left hand moves farther back. Option 2, turn your ribs and hips towards the front of your mat. Pull your right shoulder blade down. Maybe let your head lay back. Good, slowly lift up. Take your hands by your left knee. Swivel all the way around on your left knee. Move your left foot in front of your hips. Come down to sit behind it. Right foot at the front of your mat. Left sit bone a few inches behind your right. Roll your shoulders back, lift up through your chest. Rock around in your hips if that feels good. Good, turn towards your bent leg. Right hand to your left knee. Roll your left shoulder back, reach your left hand up. Take a big breath in, and exhale, let your right side drop down as you reach your left arm up and over. Focusing on that twist, keep pressing your left thumb towards the purple wall. One more big breath in. Exhale, turn your ribs towards the floor, extending your chest out from your hips, aiming your upper body for the space halfway between your knees. Using that right sit bone as an anchor point that you're stretching away from. Good, slowly make your way back up. Turn towards the front of your mat, take your left leg with you. Scooting your left sit bone forward a few inches so everything is square to the front of your mat. Left ankle over your right knee, bend your right leg, move your right heel to your left hip. Hang out here or take your left foot over towards your right hip. Shift around until you have an equal balance between both of your hips, and then once you do, roll your shoulders back, puff up through your chest, take a big breath in, and exhale, fold any amount that serves you.
जय जय श्री सुदर्शन जय जय श्री सुदर्शन शुभ जगत रूप मंडल सुरगण त्रास खंडन सतमत ब्रह्म वंदित
Lift back up off of your legs. Move your weight behind your sit bones so you can unwrap your legs, and this time you can extend both legs forward to the front of your mat, bringing your feet about hips width. Roll your shoulders back, lift your chest, breathe in, keeping that space open. Exhale, hinge, fold forward any amount.
ग्राममण्डित परिजनत्राण पण्डित जय जय श्री सुदर्शन जय जय श्री सुदर्शन निज पद प्रेत सद्गण निरुपति स्फीठ षड्गुण निगम निर्व्यूढ वैभव निज पर व्यूह वैभव हरिहय द्वेषितारण हरपुर क्रोशकारण जय जय श्री सुदर्शन.
Slowly peel your torso up away from your thighs. You can come all the way down onto your back. Choosing a position for your body or with your body that feels really comfortable and supportive. Something that you think you could stay in for these last couple minutes of your practice. Closing your eyes once you get there. Let go of that control of your breath. Allowing yourself to be held and supported by the floor. Shavasana.
जय जय श्री सुदर्शन जय जय श्री सुदर्शन महित संवत्सरक्षर विहित संवत्सरक्षर षडचक्र प्रतिष्ठित सकलतत्त्व प्रतिष्ठित विविध संकल्प कल्पक विबुध संकल्प कल्पक जय जय श्री सुदर्शन जय जय श्री सुदर्शन भुवननेत्रत्रयीमय सवनतेजस्तरीमय निरवधिस्वादुचिन्मय निखिलशक्ति जगन्मय अमितविश्वक्रियामय समितविश्वभयामय जय जय श्री सुदर्शन जय जय श्री सुदर्शन द्विचतुष्टसारं पठतां वेङ्कटनायक प्रणीतम् विषमेऽपि मनोरथ प्रधावन् विधन्येतरतां गतुर्यगुप्तः
Start to deepen your breath. Begin reintroducing movement back into your body. Starting small, hands and feet, wrists and ankles. Maybe turning your head side to side. And then let those movements get bigger. You could take a big stretch, reaching your arms up overhead, pointing your toes forward. Give your knees a hug into your chest. And however you like to get there, you can make your way to your seat. Keeping your eyes closed or holding a soft gaze in front of you, just letting your focus stay connected within yourself for these last moments of practice. Join your hands, move them into your heart center. Sit up tall, shoulders back, lift your heart. We'll close class with an Om. Together, breathe in. Open your mouth, breathe out. In for Om. Move your hands to your third eye center. Bow forward, sealing your practice. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thanks, you guys. Good job.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody at home.
Thanks.
See you next week.
I hope so.
Okay, I'm hoping that I will have some news for you guys next time, okay?
Great.
So, fingers crossed. I'll let you know.
Okay.
All right, have a great day.
You too.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.